The most horrible solved cold case of Roxanne Leigh.
Are you ready to dive into one of the most horrifying and mysterious cases in history?
Join us as we explore the tragic story of Roxanne Leigh, a young woman whose life was brutally taken in her own home. Her case remained unsolved for over 3 decades until a team of criminal justice students and cutting-edge DNA technology helped crack the case. Get ready for a spine-chilling journey through the twists and turns of this cold case as we reveal the shocking truth behind Roxanne's untimely death. The most horrible solved cold case of Roxanne Leigh is a tragic story of love and loss that forever changed Terry Wood's life. The couple had been living together for 2.5 years on Tamashanter Lane in Niles, Michigan, and were making plans to start a family together. Roxanne was known to be outgoing, loved to laugh, and enjoyed tending to her rose bushes. Her life was cut short on the night of February 19, 1987, when she left the White's bowling lanes on 11th Street in Niles at around 12:30 a.m. and drove home alone. The night Terry came home was supposed to be like any other night, but instead, it turned into a tragedy that would haunt him for over a decade. Roxanne, his wife, lay lifeless in their kitchen, surrounded by a pool of blood. Her body showed signs of a brutal assault. She had been stabbed, sexually assaulted, and her throat had been slit. It was a heinous crime that shook the community to its core. At first, Terry was suspected of being involved in Roxanne's murder. The police searched for any evidence that could link him to the crime, but they came up empty-handed. However, this did not stop the rumors from spreading, and Terry's life became a living hell. For 14 years, he lived under a cloud of suspicion until he was finally cleared in 2001. But the killer was still out there, and the case remained unsolved. In 2015, a group of criminal justice students from Western Michigan University joined forces with identifinders and the Michigan State Police to try and solve the case. They were led by Dr. Ashley Kirsten, who had a passion for cold cases. Her team of students worked tirelessly to sift through the evidence, scanning and digitizing boxes of documents to make them more accessible. They developed profiles of potential suspects, using specific names, dates, and keywords to create a comprehensive picture of who they were looking for. The solving of Roxanne's murder case was made possible through the use of advanced DNA testing methods, particularly genetic genealogy. With 2 dried blood samples collected from the crime scene, Identifinders was able to create a genetic profile of the killer. Gabriela Varga, an investigative genetic genealogist, joined forces with Identifinders to analyze the genetic data and identify possible matches. Within just 4 days, Varga found 3 potential matches, all of whom were brothers. The team's investigation led them to Patrick Wayne Gillum, who had a violent past and was living near Roxanne's home at the time of her murder. This was a significant breakthrough, considering the decades-old and highly degraded nature of the blood samples tested. The use of genetic genealogy in solving the case was a landmark moment for DNA testing. It opened up new possibilities for cold case investigations and highlighted the importance of advanced DNA testing methods. Ultimately, the hard work of identifinders, the Michigan State Police, and the criminal justice students from Western Michigan University led to justice for Roxanne and closure for her loved ones. Patrick Wayne Gillum was living near Roxanne's home on Tamashanter Lane in Niles, Michigan at the time of her murder. He had a violent criminal history, and his DNA matched the sample found at the crime scene. Gabriela's discovery was a game-changer in the world of DNA testing, as the sample was highly degraded and had been collected over 3 decades ago. It was a testament to the power of perseverance and technology in solving cold cases. Amidst the tragedy, there is a glimmer of hope as justice was finally served after 34 years. This case is a remarkable example of how persistence, advanced technology, and expertise can solve even the most horrible cold cases. With the help of criminal justice students, identifiers, and an investigative genetic genealogist, Gabriela Varga, the killer was finally brought to justice. This case highlights the importance of using every resource available to bring closure to grieving families and to ensure that justice is served, no matter how long it takes.